Happy Friday, everyone. Although I'm not sure how happy traders are about Fridays. They're more like, oh man, last trading day of the week. I mean, you're more likely to say, turn those machines back on. Anyway, so without further ado, here's my Friday trading results. And the market opened up a little bit, and we had a gap up on Momo because of their buying some, I think, social media company. So just seeing if there was any opportunities there. Apple, kind of looking like it's going to break out of this pre-market. It broke out pretty quickly. I kind of hesitated and didn't want to chase it. Facebook was looking a little weak. Baba was staying undecisive at this moment, but it does look like it's about to break over the pre-market highs. Momo is not doing anything interesting. Apple, wow, really ramping up. I mean, a lot of times, you think that you can just buy over these pre-market highs, like Apple and Baba, but I mean, I was a little bit, even on Facebook, I was a little bit just hesitant about it, only because they don't always work. I mean, you know, they especially, I mean, it's just like this. If you had gotten into it, you could have chased it, and it would just come right back down on you. So it's hard to say. So I generally don't do these kind of breakouts too often. But when they work out, like Apple, it works out really well. But yeah, some days I do it though. I mean, some days if it feels like all the techs are running, I'll go for it. Today it was kind of a mixed bag. I mean, Apple was running, but before the other ones seemed like they weren't running as much. But now, yeah, Facebook is running quite a bit. Amazon's kind of stuck. Now the S&P is coming in. So these are the points of actions I like. When the S&P comes down quite a bit, I want to see how other stocks react to this downturn. Are they staying strong, or do they fold just along with the market? So you can see Facebook is kind of staying strong. It's not folding along with it. Apple is reacting to it a bit. Momo, since it's a new stock, it's not reacting as much to the S&P. Amazon's still kind of doing nothing. Facebook is looking pretty strong. As you can see, it kind of weathered through this S&P rut. Problem here was I was still a little hesitant about entry, and so that was my fault. Given the strength before that analysis, I should have gotten to Facebook around here. Now Amazon's looking a little weaker. So still haven't taken a trade, just kind of looking to see how things react before acting upon it. But for today, I was really like some days, mainly you just look at relative strength. So again, comparison between the stocks you're watching versus the overall S&P. So definitely Facebook is of interest since, as I said, it is reacting well to this S&P consolidation so far. Amazon not reacting so well. And Momo, again, a new stock. Sometimes it reacts to the markets, sometimes it doesn't. We really didn't see any opportunity there. Apple's coming in. Well, the market's kind of staying still. Apple looks a little weak, but nothing to start getting short on. Micron Technology was quite a fast mover. I wasn't even watching it. I only kind of like realized it when I saw that it was hitting new highs for the day, that is. And then Amazon fell quite a bit. It's actually reacting pretty much similar to the S&P. However, Facebook again is reacting well, given the market's falling quite a bit, and Apple is not, just following along with how the S&P is reacting. Micron's staying pretty strong, but this would be a chase at this point. I'm just watching it just to see how the stock reacts and maybe trade it next week. Right now, Facebook's the main interest, just because its relative strength is pretty high. So at this point, once it breaks this, it's looking like a pretty good breakout scenario. So I picked up 2,000 shares of Facebook for that breakout, because as soon as the S&P ramps a little bit, this should react well to any positive moves. So as it's ramping up, I'm going to sell into the strength. So I'm going to take out 1,000. Still 2,000, but once it finishes that candle, I'll look to get out 1,000. So there I am. I'm at 1,000, and just waiting to see how the rest do before I close out the rest of the position. At this point, the S&P is not moving up, so I got rid of Facebook because it's even though like Facebook's been reacting well relative to the S&P, I mean it still may not go up any higher because it's going to get stunted by this market weakness. And that was it. That was my one and only trade of the day. So up 749 for the day, and I hope you guys did well this Friday. I see you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.